not working out. Don't call me anymore. Don't take it personal. Get you another one.
Yep.
But that's what he's doing, and he's gonna get a car, and he's just like, man, things are just going great, and at work it's going good. I wish I made more money, but if I keep working hard every day, somebody will notice, and that's what his sponsor kind of told him too. And it's like, good, he's listening, and I just think that he's got a bright future, and he has goals. That's something I think is very important. And I don't get caught up into him where you're like, well, if I don't do this today, then I'm never going to be a drug counselor. But he wants to help people, and he kind of realizes that about himself too, that, hey, I do kind of want to help people. And so, good for him. And like I said, he's got the 11 months, so congratulations, Justin. Also had another guy reach out, and he asked me about detox and stuff, and I told him, okay, well, here you go, and told me to wish him luck. So I don't know, like, I wanted to tell him so bad that he's got to picture himself drug-free, totally.
And people do not like to hear that.
No, and I just kind of thought, I don't know. It's not that I thought, oh, it's a waste of time, but I just don't know where he's at in his recovery, and I don't know him that well. Like, my friend Jamie reached out to me again the other day. Well, actually, I reached out to him and asked him if he was still alive, and he said, yeah. And he's talking about going to a different place, and I was just like, man, Jamie, when you can totally admit to yourself, kind of going back to your blog, when you're alone, who's that person? If you can truly 100% commit and admit to yourself and realize, come to terms with, I can never drink again. You're going to keep, I was like, it's going to keep going. And he wrote back, I'm scared. Yeah, there's no reason to be. I try to think back to, those days, but I don't think anyone told me just so bluntly, like, you can never drink again. Well, the doctor did, and I drank again.
Yeah.
But, to come to terms, no one said, Corey, you got to come to terms with you can never drink again. I've heard, oh, you're an alcoholic, and, once you start, you can't stop. And yeah, that's true. But I don't know, maybe they did tell me just one in one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would have been scared or just angry, which could have been afraid. It could have been the real emotion behind it. But I would have just been like, no. But it makes it a lot easier if you can put that out there and just be honest with yourself. You don't have to run around, tell the neighborhood. You don't have to wear a sign on your shirt. But if you can be honest with yourself about it, and it works, I would assume for all drugs, like, you can never pop pills again, like, never smoke weed again. But
I think I had a similar experience with a woman that was asking me about, they're dealing with the here and now, and when things are really bad, they'll be like, I just need to get this stuff out of my body, and I really need to get into a detox, and so they're asking for help, and they're asking to figure out, but I'm very careful when I'm talking to those individuals, because you have to make them realize that detox is just like the first baby step in what you're actually dealing with, what you're actually admitting to that is an issue for you. Because obviously if you need detox, then, addiction is a problem for you to be able to, and it's a safe thing. It's a safe way to, to come down off drugs and, alcohol in particular, because you can die. And, this was the case with this woman. And I said, I definitely suggest that you, if you need to go into detox, go into detox. But the thing is, what's your plan after detox? Because when you're in detox, that's all it is. And I think people get confused about what it exists for. It's medically assisting you to safely, get your body clear of alcohol and drugs. Mm-hmm. But after that point, the ball's in your court, and there are so many times that people will go there and, 3 days go by and they'll leave and literally run right back to it.
Yeah.
And honestly, don't waste your time. Like, do something about it. If you're making the decision to spend that 3 days to get yourself straight, have it in your head that, at least try to have it in your head that something different has to happen when you walk out those doors. And, I get frustrated sometimes because I'm, and sometimes people know that's their plan and that's what they're going to do. And that's sad. Mm-hmm. But, it takes what it's got to take. But I encourage anyone who, if you get yourself to that point that that things are bad and that you need to be in a spot where you can get yourself clear, and you're willing to do that, are you willing to do a little bit more? And then willing to do a little bit more, and then willing to do a little bit more. And it's not easy, but to make a commitment, I know jumping in the deep end, like, I'm going to do this and this and this and this, but just start with, the first step, get yourself into detox, and then have a plan after that. What are you going to do after that? That's the important part. And that will hopefully pave the way for you to, get yourself to who knows where. Maybe getting married on Saturday,
But, and a lot of times you probably had a plan, but was it a half-assed plan? And just because you find yourself back at a detox again, it could be the 100th time, don't give up.
Right.
You just had a bad plan when you left. Or maybe you didn't have a plan at all.
Mm-hmm.
But did you have plans?
I would say 9 times out of 10, I did have a plan. But I needed to fully commit to my recovery. That was me. I mean, for this time around, when I went into detox, I was like, I'm all in. Like, I'm not half-assing this. I'll just say it. I'm not half-assing this at all. There's no other way to say it. I got to do it like 100%. And so, and I did, and I had that mentality from the get-go. And I had never felt that way before. So I knew that this time was different, and so it was a lot of times. I'm going to go to treatment after this, and I would, or I'm going to do outpatient, and, it will, and work, and, get a sponsor. And, all these are great plans, and, it takes what it takes, and whatever your plan is that works for you, do that. But don't give up. That's the bottom line.
I started finding treatment fun, which is probably a bad thing. Not that I enjoyed outpatient too, don't get me wrong. I had a blast in there. But just something about after a relapse, getting away from those people that I had just, weeks ago told that I would never drink again. And it felt free. I could go away. Mm-hmm. I don't have to see my mother. I don't have to see my siblings. I can just go away. I'll be getting help. Mm-hmm. When I get out, I'll tell them what I've learned. I would have learned some things, and every time I left with a plan, treatment anyway, they would always sit down with you. Okay, let's discuss your plans for when you're gonna go. And blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff just lip service. I think that they have to do that to get paid, but it's a good thing to have those. Mm-hmm. I had one lady who was going to set me up with a doctor, and I was like, well, I don't live in that city anymore. And like, it doesn't matter. We'll just set you up just to say you have an appointment. You can figure it out when you leave. Well, why don't we just call the doctor that I'm going to go to? That doesn't matter. I was like, I don't think you're doing your job right, but whatever, man. Like, okay.
Right.
But no, for real. Marty had a good point, just kind of have a plan and don't give up. Don't beat yourself up. You're going to, but just know that it's okay, man. You can get back up and do it all over again. Deebo died. What?
Who?
Deebo. From Friday?
Oh, right. That's not his real name.
Oh, that's what we know.
Threw me off.
Got knocked out.
That's what just came up on your phone.
Yeah. So I just would pass that along to people.
Oh. Breaking news.
Moment of silence.
Man.
Thanks, Tyrone. So, yeah, have a plan. I don't know. I don't really have much more. Do you have something?
No, I had a couple days. Well, first full day off work, really, and it's awesome. But yeah, just doing a lot of preparation stuff, and like a lot of well wishes coming our way, which is amazing. Thanks, everybody. Even random strangers from where we're going, like vendors or whatever, picking up stuff. They're like, congratulations to you. So, I don't know. It's really cool. It feels really good. And it's kind of cool, too, when you have people, like I said, strangers that are, like I'm picking up our decorations or whatever at the nursery. And, this lady who doesn't even know us is like, wow, you finally got here, and congratulations to you, and best of luck to you with your life and your this, that. I'm like, lady, you have no idea what I've been through. It means a lot, but it's pretty cool though, and I'm excited. So
good. To become one. I keep hearing that a lot.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. I don't know. Do you expect things to change that much?
No. Not really. I mean, yes, but no. All in a good way.
I mean, I've already let myself go.
Oh, God.
So,
Stop it. No, I think it's exciting, and it's, it's making things real.
Believe that.
Yeah.
So, well, thanks for sharing that about your life today.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. A lot of people do. Mm-hmm. Read our blogs, 217recovery.com. Get some resources.
Mm-hmm.
At 217recovery.com.
Yeah, you got the app.
It's free. Mm-hmm. Free app. Get it anywhere. You can listen to us anywhere. That's what's up.
That's right.
Drop the mic. There you go. No, thanks for listening. If you know someone who maybe having a hard time, maybe could benefit from hearing a couple people that are in recovery talk about kind of what they went through in recovery, feel free to share it. If you know someone, family member, share the podcast. And how many episodes? I'm on the wrong thing, but there's like, I don't know, a ton of episodes, like 300 and, 81 before. A lot.
Lots.
So pick one out. Some are better than others. Hopefully you get a good one. But appreciate you listening, and we'll talk to you on Saturday, the last day that we'll be single.
That's a way to say it.
We'll do the top 10 dating apps.
All right.
Not really. But have a good one. Thanks for listening.
Night, everybody.
So.